inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Please welcome your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Kansas City. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, knock him down at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
To number 87. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
6. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to keep it himself.
The quarterback on the scramble. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Taylor, the motion man. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Now Andy Reid will bring in the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Second and 9.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 9. On play action, here's Jackson. That's caught downfield by Smith. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the ground, here's Henry. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
Give credit to the protection for handling that blitz, because that's what gave him the time he needed to make the play and keep this drive alive.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll take this down to about the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Pistol give to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on third and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
10. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And 7.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake. Jackson. His fullback releasing. And he's going to bring it in.
Complete to number 44. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. We'll send a tight end in motion right. It's been a game of field goals so far. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Here now, 3rd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Mahomes. A quick slant caught by Hill. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And it all starts with that missed block up front. Anytime a defender's able to get upfield and vertical that far, there's just really not much you can do to stop him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. His throw right side is caught by Hill. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. And give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
He'll step up and run.
Tackle gain at the 9-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's hauled in at the 2.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. A big hole. Accelerating toward midfield. A terrific run finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. To him on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 34-yard line.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Nothing for a run after catch on that one. Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
3rd and long for Jackson. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 6. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Trying to start on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
Can't imagine it's very fun tackling a guy like this, Mike, when he gets a full head of steam, great vision, the physicality to finish the run through contact. And I think defensively, they're just happy they were able to get him on the ground.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. The complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
The ball is good. Makes the score Chiefs 9, Ravens 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
For number 82, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Come on. Does this have to happen?
On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That stop made by Byron Young. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, they need 7. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have the Ravens first down. Able to get about 3 that time. on 3rd and inches.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the 1st half, first one of the 2nd half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Their own 35-yard line.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this 2nd half. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson now. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. Handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have the Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Roll the boys. There we go. Get set. Moving off.
Throwing is Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's another
Give him
Kansas City
14 on
Chiefs.
that one. First down, KC.
1st and 10 at the
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike,
45-yard line.
this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now, Mahomes. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
2. Loss of 7.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
To number 44. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. The tight end motioning left here. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
16, Chiefs 9.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. On first down, it's Mahomes. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
27-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
Complete to number 9. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chiefs will cut the lead down to 4. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Play action now. Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive.
It's a
gain of 20 and a first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. From the gun, Jackson. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards. And a first down.
Of 14 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Up the middle they go. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Jackson. That's made there. That's Smith. Pick up a 14 as he takes it to the 14.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Now Jackson. He takes off.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face second down and 7. Back to throw, Jackson. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
This crowd into it now. as we get to third down. Jackson looking to throw, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So, Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Mahomes on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
At the 24-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
At the 24-yard line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And he's going to be taken down to 37. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a first and 10. Up by the Chiefs. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First down throw. Mahomes gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
A good spot here, second and a yard. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now third and 8.
Third, they need 8. Now, Jackson. This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back, and he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Mahomes now on second down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll go with the counter on first down, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Mahomes back. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in, just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he Broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw is Mahomes.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 1. No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Big play coming up. This is third down. They send the tight end in motion. He got his man. It's Hill. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll step up, fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's first and 10. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's a second and 6. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Punt team out, ready to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 4.
First and 10.
The Chiefs offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. Contact up front. They get one of the defenders to jump. So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they have the 1st down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Another try, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
10 yards.
The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
At the 18-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. They'll run here. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.